We recording? All right. So here's your stencil. Pines at home. All right. You will take your shirts that you have already bleached in a tie-dye manner. Get your shirt. You can do this inside because you'll have, each of you will have one of these. You're gonna have to do this one at a time because we have 4 stencils. You'll have this. And take your shirt, put it down onto the board. Then each of you will have one of these pieces of cardboard. This cardboard is to go inside the shirt for 2 reasons. One, it'll stop the paint from bleeding through to the other side. 2, when you put your stencil down, you have some pins here that you can pin the stencil down so it'll lay flat, okay? So, I want the pines at home kind of in the middle. So I'm gonna get my shirt ready, flatten it out, get my at home. Okay, actually I'm gonna go across at an angle like that. Pines at home. All right, now you'll see that it's kind of raised up a little bit, okay? That's where you get these pins. You put the pin, boom. Boom, now the pin is going into the cardboard, okay? Into the cardboard. Now, you don't need to do too many. I'll do one more. Oop, that one's bent. Here. That looks pretty good. Now, just remember that the spray paint will, there's going to be a lot of power coming out of the spray paint can, so it might spray underneath. So that's why you want to kind of keep it wherever you see it kind of raising up a little bit. Put a pin, okay? Now I'll say this in case I forget later. Once you've sprayed it, you don't have to wait very long to remove the stencil, but don't just yank the pin straight up because you might tear the stencil. So hold the stencil down and kind of twist the pins as you pull them out. All right, now you're gonna get overspray with the spray. So that's what these are for. These are called blocker boards, okay? And I use these. You can do what like you can fold this where you don't want to get too much spray paint not on the shirt. I mean, you don't want to get too much extra spray paint on the shirt. So I put these down to kind of block the overspray. Okay. Okay, now we can just spray in here and we're good to go. Ready? Now, I guess maybe we could do 2 colors if you want to do 2 colors. What do I have over there? Green, red? I'm going to do red and green because I like Christmas. So, this doesn't have a nozzle. I'm going to put a nozzle on it. All right. And you might want to do that too. Before you spray, just kind of make sure it's good. All right, so I'm going to do, the pines will be, the pines will primarily be green. Ready? Okay, don't get too close. I was about maybe a foot away. Pines at home. if the nozzle clogs, I've got more nozzles here for you, okay? All right, now it's painted. Let's pull these away. I did get some overspray there. Oh well. It won't show up too much because you got the tie-dye going on. All right, now I'm gonna pull this pin. Pull the pin. Pull the pin. Spin and pull. Now here. This isn't a delicate part, so I have this X-Acto blade that is just for like pointing, just for holding things still. There we go. It's dull, so it's not going to cut through the stencil. Okay? You don't want to put too much paint, because if you put a lot of paint, then you have to wait for that paint to dry. And it's kind of humid right now, so as it stands, and if you put too much paint, it's going to go underneath. And if it goes underneath, then you have to wait for it to dry on both sides. So don't put too much paint. Now, ready for the reveal? So somebody will do that. This is pretty much, I mean, there's no paint on the backside because we didn't put too much paint, and it's pretty darn close to being dry. But let it sit for like a couple minutes, get set up with the next one. Dry to the touch is good. And ta-da! Pines at home. That's your Pines at Home lesson for stenciling sharks. Ta-da!